Via YouTube channel at VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Now, terrestrially, wherever it is you're joining us from, terrestrially, it's 90.3 FM. I think we're currently on Radio Garden as well and tune in. So if you want to listen to us via the internet radio, voila, you're there to actually be part of the conversation. We don't want you to miss out on the interesting, engaging conversations we intend to have. Now, for some of you who will be joining us on the Evening Rush for the very first time, the Evening Rush specifically deals on issues across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. We talk about very pertinent, important issues that actually affects us as a people. We hold the government of the day accountable. We also examine some of the government's policies. We look at sectors that is underwhelming and sectors that are actually performing and areas that things can be done right. We also try as much as possible to prefer recommendations and solutions to some of the issues bedeviling the country, and hopefully they're listening to us to actually implement the desired change. So that's what we do right here on the Evening Rush. And where am I starting off today? Well, you know that the president recently traveled to Brazil, right? And one of the things he told them while he converged there, while he told the president, actually people friendly, in as much as it's taking a very slow toe, but that he believes in the futuristic evidence of those policies, but that possibly how it is affecting Nigerians is what he doesn't really have a recent data on, and maybe the kind of information getting to him is not resonating with what is currently on ground. We'll be looking into that in the course of the conversation. Today is going to be I and you that will be looking into these issues along with Mr. Lawal Ekundayo, because we want to be fast as possible and we need to hear your recommendation. We are not going to lament or criticize. We want to hear a solution to all of these endemic issues and obviously applaud in the areas that the presidency or the administration has actually done right. Okay, so in this particular regard as well, we do know that INEC is complaining that there is what you call an apathy to a couple of Nigerians coming in to get their voters registration. There are complaints that a couple of people register, but they find it difficult to come collect their PVCs. About 360,000 uncollected PVCs in Osun State, and he's saying that this is bad. A couple of people also talk about some regions that are not living up to par with how much they shout and cry about participating in governance, and this is the opportunity they have to do so, but when it comes to them registering and collecting their PVCs is a problem. So they overwhelmingly come, register for their PVCs or their continuous voter registration, and then when it's time for them to collect it, they don't collect it. INEC is saying that it is terrible and it is very wrong. However, a lot of Nigerians actually have that apathy because they feel that anytime they cast their vote, INEC does not announce their choice. They complain that based on what transpired during the 2023 elections, that it makes it feel effortless to go all through the process, cast your vote, and the outcome of the elections does not resonate with what they went to the ballot to do. There are also talks about voter intimidation, and these are particularly some of the discrepancies that are being witnessed anytime elections come up, that this could be what causes apathy to collecting PVCs. And it is a very dangerous trend if Nigerians do not wake up to this responsibility of collecting their PVCs, which is their right to vote. We'll be looking into that in the course of the conversation as well. Now, we know what happened to the Kaduna derailment of the train, where about apparently the NSIB has confirmed 6 injured in the Abuja Kaduna train accident. So basically, the Nigerian State Investigation Bureau confirmed that 6 passengers sustained injuries on Tuesday for approximately 11:09 a.m. after a Kaduna bound train derailed at kilometer 49 between Kubwa station and Asham station, which prompted the deployment of a GO team to the site to gather evidence, engage stakeholders, and begin an investigation into the accident. Please continue.
No, so that is it. So that's why every time leaders, they put more pressure on the external or on other countries than they put in their own people, because you need your people to actualize your policy and your vision. So you have to put less pressure on them and more pressure on the outside. That's why they are talking about foreign exchange. Foreign exchange. It means that what can I get from other countries into my own? You don't put too much pressure on your people. Countries who grow don't grow by heavily taxing their people. It's what they take out that they tax. That's why you see them, even when it comes to weapons. See how countries are making huge money, foreign exchange from weapons. They have their own scientists, their own technologists that are constantly making new discoveries, and other countries are so much interested, and that's how they give. So virtually almost everything to them in the developing countries or developed countries is what they can use to gain foreign exchange. So they put less pressure on their people and more pressure outside. That is the way. You can see, I mean, every now and then you see them coming up with new technology. Europe is doing the same thing. Russia, China, Israel.
In continuance with the fact that the president said there is no more corruption in Nigeria, or Nigeria is no longer termed as corrupt because of some policy implementation that he has actually activated. I think just this year, the Socio-Economic and Accountability Project, SERAP, filed a lawsuit against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the failure to direct the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edu, to name and ensure the prosecution of the contractors who collected over 167 billion naira from 31 ministries, departments, and agencies, but failed to execute any project. Now, in that particular suit, as a respondent on the suit filed by SERAP is the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi. So apparently, the Federal High Court SERAP is asking the court to compel President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to direct Mr. Fagbemi to bring to justice, all right, as appropriate, any companies and contractors who collected over 167 billion naira funds from 37 MDAs or 31 MDAs that had failed to execute any of the project, and fund had been channeled to them. So if this is basically what is on ground, how come the president is telling us that there's no longer any corruption? Because these individuals are given monies to execute contracts. It seems like either no one is monitoring, or maybe the projects that they were given are projects that are not necessarily projects, in quote. They just assign monies under the emblem of certain projects.
Yes.
Monies were given. Nobody has come out to give an accountability of if contractors has begun the execution of those projects. So if this is the case, this is obviously corruption within the federal ministries and departments and agencies. We have not heard the EFCC go after these individuals, because I don't believe many of them have any form of immunity, right? So how come the president is telling us that there is no longer corruption, that Nigeria is supposedly corrupt free because of him activating his policy implementation or his policy reforms?
And that's why I said that the people that the foreign countries are not fools. They even know more than what we know at some point, because they have all their agents all around sending them information of what is going on. No matter the bill you bring out, that doesn't prevent them from sending information to their own country, what exactly is going on in there, because they need it. That's why they have agencies purely for information, because they need it. You know why? To protect their own people. They will tell them, you can't invest in this place, or you can invest in this place, or you cannot go here, you can go here. Because their people are paramount to them. So they take information across and send it all over to them. It flows around.
Okay.
It flows around. So information about what is going on in Nigeria is not a new thing. Look at what Pope said now. Look at the killing in Benue. Did the Pope not talk about it? Did the Pope not talk about it? He talked about the killings in Benue and America. So many, talk about it too. So how can you? Is it possible for you to go to Rome and tell them that everything is fine in Nigeria, where they already get information on clean information from on their own?
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo recently disclosed that the president is competing with former President Muhammadu Buhari in terms of incompetence in how the administration of the day is being handled. And the Lagos APC said the comment made by Obasanjo is hypocritical and disgraceful, and it's also laughable. For example, the rebuttal, which was contained in a very recent statement issued today, they said that his recent remark in his recently launched book, they considered his administration, that of former President Obasanjo, as the worst civil administration regime in Nigeria's history. And that was what Obasanjo referred to Muhammadu Buhari's administration. He says, for example, that since independence, that Nigeria's independence and democratic practice is the worst civil administration in Nigeria's regime, and he was referring to the administration of late Muhammadu Buhari. He also said that only Bola Tinubu's administration seems to be competing with Buhari's incompetence for now. And they called him out. For example, let me quote what he said. It is ironic that a man whose own time in office is remembered more for political arrogance, squandered opportunities, and failed democratic subversion would have the audacity to label anyone incompetent. This is the Lagos APC giving a rebuttal to what Obasanjo said. And Oladejo is maintaining that Tinubu's policies, including fuel subsidy removal, foreign exchange reforms, and efforts to tackle inefficiencies, were indeed bold steps that past leaders, including Obasanjo, either broke or
we're
ignored.
not wicked. We're not wicked enough to do. I don't understand.
Do you think Tinubu's administration is competing with the incompetence of Buhari's administration?
Is that not? I would say that is obvious.
That is obvious. Are you sure?
Why? Because you can see that we are not.
Mr. Lawal, Buhari's 8 years and Tinubu's 2 or 3 years. Which is better? Based on what we've been talking about here, based on the reforms of this administration and that of the previous administration. I like that.
Now let us look at okay, let's look at each area.
Which area?
Let me start with the standard of living of the people. That is the priority of a country. Okay. That's the priority of a leader in anywhere. The people is a priority. Now let's look at the priority, the people. When it comes to feeding, can they feed better now compared to the time of Buhari? Let's look at the amount of the cost of the foodstuffs.
Okay.
Is it better than Buhari's time? Because I know that rice was still like less than 40,000 naira during the time of Buhari, but as of now, it is very, very high. Beyond that, more than times 2. Now, second, look at drugs. Okay. When it comes to you want to treat yourself, look at how is it now? Is it cheaper or is it costlier?
Remember that was Buhari's 8 years.
Yes, I'm talking about Buhari. Yes, because when Buhari spent 8 years, he left it somewhere.
Okay,
it's supposed to be better, but it's not better. It's getting worse. So if it's getting worse, are we fools not to know that it's getting? I mean, when it gets worse, that means that you are competing with the incompetency because it's getting worse. You're supposed to at least hold it, and then if you cannot make it better, at least hold it where it stops.
Okay.
We are not seeing that. We are seeing the salaries of political office holders increasing just like that. They are doing fine while the people are struggling. So you can see the difference. Now look at, I keep saying about the people. Look at when it comes to housing.
The reference for the Lagos State APC is that if you give Tinubu 8 years, it will outweigh the 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, and that's one of the reasons why Tinubu needs to do a second term.
Let's
supposedly all of this policy implementation that seems painful now will begin to yield results.
Okay.
That's the premise of their defense.
Okay.
And they called Obasanjo's administration as the worst when it comes to corruption, when it comes to arrogance in government. I'm sure they were referring to Obasanjo's third term agenda. I don't know if you listen to this. Okay.
Let me clarify it. Because we are in democracy and we run constitution and we have the assembly that makes law.
Do you agree?
No, I'm just saying that. No. I'm just saying based on the premise of what I want to say.
Okay.
That we have constitution, we have people who make laws for us. If somebody submits a bill in the house, it's either the house representing the people will either say yes to it or no. It's okay. If everybody is doing their job, they look at it critically and say, no, it's not for our good. And they say no.
Okay.
Or they say, yes, it makes sense. They say yes. So if Obasanjo submit a request for third term and he submit it, and the house said no, there's nothing, he has not done anything wrong at all. Because there are some countries in which they don't have a limited term. Like in Germany, you can go like 4 times. You can see prime minister going 4 terms. Or less than a term, depending on what the people want and what they see about him. It doesn't cause any fight, and they are doing very well in the world. They are doing very well. It happens in UK too. They don't have a time limit. because they see that it's working for them. It's easy for them to get rid of you anytime you begin to do something wrong. So if Obasanjo submit a bill, that he wants the constitution to be amended for him to go to third term, there's nothing. He has not committed any crime, and the House said no, it's not for our good. They too have not committed any crime. They have not done anything that is unconstitutional. So both of them are right. So they should not use that. Now, the moment they say you can't go third time, he left the place, didn't he? So what are you now saying? The man who cleared the debt, the old debt, do you know how much we use in servicing debt now? The budget of over more than six to 8 states is what we use as a let me say budget of more than 4 states is what we use in servicing debt. And somebody came and cleared everything. Is it not to the benefit of the country? And we don't do that again. But now, are we not still paying debt again of trillions? Servicing debt trillions. We are using to service debt. Just servicing alone, no. You are using to service debt, and you are comparing your government with somebody who cleared that debt, so that what you are using to service debt is pushed into the economy. Do you know the standard of living of Nigerians that time? Do you know how much is a flight to fly from Lagos to Abuja? That how much is it? Was it up to 50,000 then? Or to travel from here to Europe or to America? Is it up to 1 million? Now, how much is it now? Even to travel from here to Abuja is the amount we use in traveling then outside the country. Does it make, is it now make that comparisons? So I don't know what they want to talk about. I don't know. Is it easy now to send children to school where you need to feed them? Electricity has gone up and it's not improving. Fuel has gone up,
other words,
and it's not improving.
I was waiting for you to give me your own prediction as to what do you think between Buhari's administration and that of President Bola.
I've told you now. Somebody spend 8 years. You are
preferable.
buying rice. Excuse me, wait. Somebody
Buhari's administration is preferable, despite what Nigerians went through. Insecurity, there was also economic hardship, there were also slow returns, investment were not so much, and a couple of capital projects were not really executed in 8 years. There was nepotism, there was upsurge of supposed
but the question is
when it comes to religion.
Better now? Is all those things were they still, are they still there now, or they are not there, or they've been reduced? These are the question now. It's okay, we said Buhari did all these things, but now we have a new administration. The question is it better? Is it better or worse? We are not babies now. Nigerians can know they know what is going on. So these are the questions we should be asking. Buhari spent 8 years, and as of that time, price of a liter of petrol is still less than 200. And now, how much is a liter? And that person spent 8 years, and the price of fuel is still less than 200 naira. And somebody is spending 2 years in price of fuel is a 1,000, fluctuating between 900, 800, 1,000. Look at the difference now. Okay, is it a cost of living? So Nigerians can make comparisons on their own because we all go to the market, we all walk on the streets. So we can make that comparison. Nobody needs to tell anybody about that. Everybody knows it. Even in schools, they talk about it because they know how it is, uneasy for parents to release money for their children upkeep, whether to pay for school fees. Some of them even paying instrumentally now.
All right. So apparently, let's move on to another interesting conversation to issues that developed today. I'm sure you're very aware of the National Executive Council meeting that was held by the People's Democratic Party yesterday, and details of that meeting emerged. There are talks about certain expulsion of members in the PDP who who were part of anti-party activities. The names that came up was Nyesom Wike and Samuel Otam. However, we've not heard exactly when they would converge for that. But in the National Executive Council meeting, they have now decided to zone the ticket for 2027 to the south. They believe that they have credible persons within the PDP that would be viable candidates to really be a major stronghold, like a major force or a major opposition against the All Progressives Congress. Remember that some of the governors in the PDP have defected to APC, and that a couple of them, even if they are still in the PDP, have outrightly shown support for President Tinubu's re-election in 2027. We know of Adeleke, although Sheyi Makinde has not really come out to say anything specifically, but there are talks that he intends to run. We don't know if he's going to be able to carry on with that, but that ambition is still there. Now, based on that, since the zoning ticket to the south, as announced by the PDP after the National Executive meeting, the Obedient Movement has now reacted. This is what they said. They said that the supporters of Peter Obi are saying that Peter Obi will first of all look into the situation first and decide whether to return to the PDP. And this statement was made by the National Coordinator, Obedient Movement, Tanko Yunusa. He mentioned what Obi would do first before considering returning to the PDP. Now, they said the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate would need time to decide to return to the PDP or not. That he has room to study the situation until what he said he would do in November. We need to give him time to look at the pros and cons of the situation before he makes his move, and he will definitely make his decision public. Yunusa said Obi will study the dynamics and make a choice to do on what to do next as he pursues his 2027 presidential ambition. Now, also, Yunusa Tanko stated during a telephone conversation while he was reacting to the decision of the PDP zoning the ticket to the south, he says that discussion will come up at the appropriate time. A decision will come up at the appropriate time, and that, for example, they need to protect Peter Obi's candidature. So here is where things got a little bit dicey. You know what's going on in the Labour Party, right? You know how it stands. Now, a couple of persons in APGA are saying that since Peter Obi started with APGA in his political career, why can't he go back to APGA? APGA is a party that is considered for now as a regional party, right? So since Peter Obi is popular and has influence, why can't he join APGA? Let his supporters be part of APGA. It's already a registered party. It's your home-based party, just like Bola Tinubu did with AD or ACN before this APC. It's his home party. Why not expand the party beyond the zone that it is now? Make it a national party, since you supposedly have such following, and incorporate those from that region, like for example Chukwuma Soludo, walk along with him and see how this goes. That if you're in your own home party, you will not have persons who will continuously come in there to betray you, like what happened in Labour Party, what happened in PDP before he left, and the potential of that happening again if he joins the PDP. What's your take on this?
What's the party of Soludo?
It's APGA now.
Very good. And what is Soludo saying about Peter Obi?
Soludo is disgruntled.
Yes. So definitely
he believes that Peter Obi should, since he swore to be part of APGA, that he should come back to APGA. He feels that he should carry on the emblem of APGA with the certain commitment he made.
Soludo is preaching that to Peter Obi.
Soludo has always said that.
The same Soludo that said he's going to give the state to the president, to APC. He
didn't say he's going to give the state to APC. He actually expressed his support for Tinubu's comeback in 2027. Does not mean that he's going to hand over this.
What I mean by that is
APC will win the governorship elections coming up in November now.
APC will win.
If that is the case, APC will definitely win in the upcoming elections in November.
See, he has already supported they said he's going to work for the president.
He didn't say he was going to work. Let's be very factual.
Okay,
He just elicited and showed his support.
What is the meaning of support? I don't know. Maybe
some people say that's how to play politics.
Which one is politics? I'm saying literally. I'm talking literally. Somebody says he's going to support. Is he not going to work with you? Is he not going to work for you? Somebody said I am going to support you. If a wife say to the husband, I'm going to support you, what does it mean? Is it not going to work for him and work with him? Is that not the meaning? Why are we now trying to deceive Nigerians? When you say support, when you say you it's the same thing now. If you support somebody, you work for that person. Can you work against somebody you support? It does. Yes. Now, so it's going to work for him. So now, and you are telling Obi to come to Abga and do what? And sit down there and be looking. Now you can go there and sit down and be looking. Now it can be a clap. You can go there and be clapping. You can go there and be clapping when he's already has somebody there, a very formidable somebody that doesn't like him is already waiting for him there and is inviting him to come. How is that going to happen? You invite somebody to come and hit you, now hold his hand. That's the way now. Come and join me. You didn't bring spoon. You want to eat rice now. You are calling somebody to come and join you to eat. You put only one spoon there. You are asking, please come and join me. Will the person not say, are you deceiving yourself? You put one spoon there. You put food down with one spoon. You now tell him to come and join you. So that one is already is already an issue for him. Now you are talking about PDP. Where we already know what is going on in PDP. We already know now. All this meeting they had, what did it bring out? It didn't really bring out anything to solve the problem of PDP, because the problem of PDP is an implosion. Some moles are making sure that party does not rear its head, and they are still there. So what did they discuss that will bring everything I see them that they came up with did not show that they are really trying to reposition that party. It's still the same set of people that are there. It's still the same people who are causing problem in the party are still there, and it's still the same people who come up with all these things, and then you are not telling me they want to move forward. Is it not still? Are they not trying to to shoot themselves in the leg?
If Professor Jerry Ghana had come out to tell us that they were speaking with Peter Obi with the proposition, and now they've done their National Executive Council meeting and they're zoning to the south. Wike obviously is not campaigning, but obviously he's supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has an assignment to perform for ahead of 2027. People think that because of that, Peter Obi should not even consider it. That would be literally the end of his proposal, to run. And now, Dati Baba Ahmed has advised Peter Obi that with the turnout in 2023, Dati Baba Ahmed believes Peter Obi won that elections with the recent revelations of persons who were part of it, who were part of the system that actually brought President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to power. I'm referring to Nasir El-Rufai and Babachir Lawal. He's saying if that party could do what it did without having any governorship endorsement, without even having any House of Rep members supporting it, and they pulled what they pulled, that Peter Obi should reconsider running with the Labour Party. But now it seems that the Labour Party is having a good stead, in terms of the fact that Julius Abure is no longer the chairman. Nenadu Usman has not yet been recognized even as a substantive chairman, but there is a possibility that something positive is turning out. Okay. So that if Peter Obi now decides to align himself with the Labour Party, now that INEC has done the needful, go back to the party, liaise with those who are disgruntled and grieved, see how you can reconcile issues within the Labour Party, and then use that party again and its support base and the recognition the party garnered, from 2023. That's a good start. What do you think? Okay,
that is a good start.
It's a good opportunity. It's a good thing for him ahead of 2027.
No. Just say it's a good start, because I don't think it's a good opportunity.
Okay.
It's a good start. It will only start. But the finishing will not be. I don't think it will be good for him, because each one all of them are throwing the carrot to him now to come. Like you want to catch a rabbit, you begin to throw carrots to the rabbit to eat. The rabbit thinks you are so nice, and they keep coming. Or maybe you want to kill a chicken, you want to catch the chicken. You start putting corn on the ground, and the chicken thinks this person is a God sent.
Okay.
So that is the way I see all these things. These invitations being thrown out to Obi. That's what I see it. They try to whitewash the thing for him to come in, make it look like it is nice, so it will come. Just like I don't understand, because all these things you are saying, all of them, the problems that they have are still there.
Do you think there's a dilemma amongst these individuals, Atiku, Peter Obi, El Rufai, whereby by now they are finding it difficult to finalize the party they would run with, where they belong to, and begin galvanization and recognition of those parties across the 36 states of the Federation? Do you think this will be an impediment, or do you think there's still time? Let him make the right decision and not rush into things.
Esther, this is a battle, and in battle there are no rules. The only rule that is there is that you must win.
Okay.
So you don't think the way I fight this battle is the way I'm going to fight that battle. You are going to lose.
Okay.
So you have to re-strategize and confuse everybody.
You think this is his means of confusing?
Yes.
Don't you think?
Because he's thinking very, very carefully.
It's going to give a different perspective of someone who cannot make up his mind, or someone who needs certain persons to help him make up his mind. Do you think that's how it's being perceived?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
So he doesn't necessarily need to be in a hurry to declare where he is. There is still time.
I think, yes, to me. You can see so many of them are now being careful. Even Atiku too is beginning to realize the method that Obi is using, and is beginning to align with that method. See now that the way he talks now, he doesn't talk to give direction, so that they don't go and wait for him in the front.
Yeah.
So everybody's being careful now, because they know that this is a battle.
Okay.
And in battle there are no rules. You don't say this is you must shoot me once. Let me shoot when you shoot your own, I will shoot my own back.
Okay.
There's no rules. If you have 1,000 bullets and you decide to use one, and somebody has 20 and decide to use everything, it's about winning.
All right.
You get it's about winning.
If you are on YouTube right about now and joining us, I would implore you to join us there and watch this video. So a witness went to Kwara State and talked about how the community that usually used to accommodate about 1,000 persons is now deserted. Let's take a listen to him. So I think for those of you who want to join us, for example, you may have to just listen while the video is being uploaded. There's an issue with it getting completely uploaded. But I want us to take a listen to this. It's very important. Just listen to what this eyewitness has to say about how empty some of the communities in Kwara State actually is.
A community under Patigi local government, Kwara State, Nigeria. We are the members of this community, and as you can see, nobody in this community, everybody has fled for his or her life, for the safety of their lives. Everybody has left the community. As you can see, the status at which the community is now is devastating, because nobody in this community, as you can see, this community has the capacity of about over 1,000 people, and as you can see, you cannot find a single person in this community. Everybody has left, because bandits and kidnappers are coming in day after day to terrorize us and kidnap people. As you can see, currently, three of our members are in their custody. They are demanding for hundreds of millions for them to free those that are in their custody. As you can see, community, and as you can see, nobody in this community, everybody has fled for his or her life, for the safety of their lives. Everybody has left the community. As you can see, the status at which the community is now is devastating, because nobody in this community, as you can see, this community has the capacity of about over 1,000 people, and as you can see, you cannot find a single person in this community. Everybody has left, because bandits and kidnappers are coming in day after day to terrorize us and kidnap people. As you can see, currently, three of our members are in their custody. They are demanding for hundreds of millions for them to free those that are in their custody. As you can see, this is our church. This church has capacity of more than 1,000 people, and as you can see, no single person in this church today. Today is Sunday, and no single person in the community that will go into the church and pray, because everybody has left. As you can see, this community is devastating day after day. about 10 days ago, they have been running for their lives. Some people do come in the daylight. They will come and take care of their farm product. But now you cannot even go to farm. You could not go to farm because they will come into your farm and kidnap you, and they will be demanding for ransom of hundreds of millions. Please, we are pleading to the government of Kwara State and the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the chairman of particular local government that they should come to our aid and rescue us from the hands of these people. Because as you can see, many of our farm products are there. They are done for harvest and we could not harvest them because when you go to farm, they will come for you and they will kidnap you. If you refuse to follow them, they will shoot you and eliminate your life. See, and what they are demanding for is what we cannot afford. Millions of, hundreds of millions, millions of nairas is what they are demanding for, and we cannot afford for it. How do they want us to survive? And we have been pleading to the Kwara State government, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and even the local government that they should come to our aid. They should send down security personnel that they will come and secure the village. And they do not listen. They don't act into our request. We don't know what we have done to them. They refuse to come to our aid. Please and please, we are pleading to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Kwara State government, and the chairman of party local government that they should come to our aid and rescue us from the hands of these people. As you can see, the whole community is empty. No single person in this community. Even I that is speaking presently, I just sneak in this afternoon to come and see the status of the community. And to be honest with you, nobody in this community, I'm telling you, no single person in the community. The whole community is empty. All the houses are there, but no single person in the houses. We don't know what we have done to the government, and they refuse to come to our aid. These people are terrorizing us day by day. More than 15 days now, these people have been terrorizing us. About a month ago, they come and eliminate some people in the community. We do not care. We take it as that maybe it is over, but now what they are doing to us is worse than what they have been doing before.
Empty houses, empty farmlands. The same thing is also going on in Plateau. It's going on in Benue, the north central state. So it's a very terrible situation and is calling for immediate adequate attention. We'll take a very short break, and obviously the evening rush commences soon.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Mr. Lawal Kundayo, you heard what that witness said, and that also applies to other communities across the country. The president told us that there's no longer corruption in the country. He told us that insecurity is really not as bad as is being presented. The media has been accused on several occasions of not realistically stating how bad things have become. They think that either the media is being stifled or that we're being told what to talk about. And on this platform, we say that it is most times. In fact, supporters of these political parties, specifically either Labour Party or APC or Chukwuma Soludo or Tinubu or Peter Obi, all of them always give us one name or the other. Just because we say things as they are, we try to present all sides of the issues. Mr. Lawal Kundayo, what is the agenda? Is there an agenda that Nigerians do not know?
Now let me appreciate it that you brought this thing up. Because we really see things like this on the dailies. You don't see things on the dailies. Like
If
where
I, if I
you
tell you what I heard about the national dailies,
this
you'll be
newspaper,
shocked.
you don't. You'll be hearing, I mean, funny, that is what the caption of their headline. They really report things, and yet, the lives of Nigerians are being, terrorized and sniffed out like cockroaches. Not even like chicken, like cockroaches. Like you just stamp them out, and everything is fine. See what I mean? And it's not stopping. It's not getting easy. It's not softening. It's getting worse. That time they were telling the army chief to relocate to Benue. I keep saying this is not the solution. It's not the solution. Somebody can be in America and fire drone at where he can fire drone and hit target. Somebody can be somewhere and this is technology now. You don't need to relocate. Mm-hmm. If you want to do the right thing, you simply stay in your office and the right thing will be done. When you want to carry the guns, and they said no, he must relocated. He relocated eventually. And see, I told them that if he goes to that place, these people will simply move to another area. Did they not move to other areas? Have they not moved to several other areas? In the corner, they move to that place. They move to Kwara. If you relocate to Kwara now, they will move from Kwara. They will go to Niger State, or they will come to where the Imo State or what. They will keep moving around. You get tired now. So it's a sign that that our military, our defense is not serious. Look at it now. I keep saying, okay, those people that were displaced in their land in Benue, who is occupying that land at the moment up to now? The moment the president give a marching order, expected the military to mass into that area, clear those people off, and then let the people return back to their land. But we didn't hear about that. They are still in IDP camp in their own land. But where they were displayed, who is occupying that place now? Now, these people are in Kwara now, displaying people off again, chasing people out of their land. When they chase them out of that place, somebody must occupy, because you can't tell me that place is vacant. Somebody will eventually come and occupy that place, and then they are moving to another area. You can see what is going on in the lives of Nigeria. That's why I said you should compare and contrast. Before, 8 years ago, or 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, where was your life? How were you 8 years ago, 4 years ago, 16 years ago in Nigeria, and how are you now? These are the things. That's why I told you that these foreign countries, they are not fools. They have their agents that give them information all over the place. This thing we are talking about, they will have seen it on their own. They will have watched it, and then somebody will now come and be telling them a difference. So they'll be looking at the person as if you think we are fools here.
Well, the Arewa Consultative Forum has warned northern Nigeria is being pushed to the wall by worsening insecurity, poverty, and environmental crisis. The chairman, Maman Usman, and advisor Bashir Hayatou Gentle stressed that patience in the region is running out, urgent and decisive government action. They cited Amnesty's report of over 10,000 killings in 2 years, condemning official silence and calling for a complete overhaul of Nigeria's security framework. Northern Nigeria's former socio-political body, the Arewa Consultative Forum, has cautioned that the region is being pushed to the wall. As you know, there is a worsening insecurity, poverty, and also environmental pressures intensify. Now, you know that the president recently went to one of the northern states where the governor of Kaduna State, Ubasani, was part of it, where the northerners are talking about the imbalance when it comes to federal appointments and nominations by the president. They believe that the administration of the president is only focusing on the southwest and his boys or his people. And the president wanted to dispute that claim that we will present to you that we actually have more northerners in our cabinet, and they have more ministerial nominations and appointments than even we, all right, than even he and his tribe in the southwest. And while a lot of things were being talked about, you still have a lot of persons who feel that the administration, specifically from the north, they feel Tinubu's government is not doing right by them. Also, the supporters of this administration believe that the resurgence in insecurity is politically motivated. They said that, for example, they deliberately create this kind of chaos if they want to have an opportunity to control the government of the day, and if they don't have that access, they create this kind of chaos to make the government of the day look incompetent.
Good.
That you also believe that where there is peace, if there is no insecurity and things are good, obviously it will give the government a good name that they are doing well. So they capitalize on all of these instruments of mischievous calamity, where they don't mind innocent people dying to achieve an aim of defaming the administration. Do you think that's what it is?
In fact, that is a very, very upside down type of statement, an upside down way of seeing things. An upside down way. One, nobody choose the cabinet for the president. He chose his people to work with him. So if you choose your people to work with you, everybody have the right to complain if they are not being taken care of. It's not about region. If my brother is here and I'm not complaining, and your brother is here, I'm complaining, it doesn't prove anything. The thing is that, am I being taken care of? If I'm being taken care of and I'm complaining, people will say, you are already being taken care of now. If I'm not being taken care of and I'm complaining, I have the right to complain now. Why you not say because my brother was here at some time, I didn't complain. Now somebody else's brother is here, I am complaining. Don't I have the right to complain? That is the question. Don't I have the right? So they have the right to complain. Everybody has the right to complain all over the country, regardless of who is there, regardless of who is the president or the governor. Everybody who is a citizen has the right to complain if you are not being taken care of. It is the duty of the leader to do the right thing. The question is, are you doing the right thing? Is the dividend of democracy getting to them? Stop saying the time when their brother was here, they didn't complain. That is not your business. That is not your business. The same resources as is given to their brother, the same resources as is given to you. So you use it well. If you use it well, you'll be able to point it out. In fact, they will have nothing to complain about.
All right, Mr. Lawal Akundaya, I would have loved us to go into all the issues and again, the reason why a lot of Nigerians are interested in politics. But for a couple of you who want to go into your voters registration, your continuous voter registration, please commence it so that it will get ready on time and then you collect it. You would not tell yourself that you were disenfranchised. Another thing also is for those who tore their PVCs in 2023 when their preferred candidate did not win. It is time for you to go for another registration. The opportunity is here. I remember I was on this platform. A lot of you called and said you tore your PVCs, you destroyed it. You literally were frustrated and depressed. Well, you have an opportunity now for renewed hope. You have renewed hope now, and INEC is asking you to come and register. So start your registration process. The number to call is 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756338, 0817-1756338. That's the WhatsApp number. Meanwhile, the number to call is 080-3692-9933.
Please, a minute before you pick the call, there's something I want to say. There are so many Nigerians complaining that they didn't give them their PVCs. Okay. It's not about they don't collect; they refuse to give them. Before I got my own, I will tell you what I experienced. I had to go to the press. To report them.
Before.
Yes, when I got there, they refused to give me. I queued for hours. When it got to my turn, they told me I said, but you have not checked now. They said no, that they don't find my own. I had to report them. I had to go and report them to the appropriate quarters before they began to do the right. And now went there like 2 weeks after before I was able to collect it. So many Nigerians face that. They will tell you that it's not there now. We didn't see your own, and they will keep it.
All right.
So I have an experience. Most people are saying it too, that they did not give them their vivid. When they get there, they will give them.
All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. Good evening. How are you? What's your name? Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, Patrick is calling from Okota.
Patrick from Okota. Patrick, please go ahead.
Good evening to Mr. Akundaya.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I think the issue of making the ADC look like an dilemma is not the way. I completely agree with the submission made by Mr. Akundaya. You don't agree one strategy to your enemy, because we will capitalize on it and bring you down. I'm just trying to tell Nigerians to rally around APC. That is the only party left that has not been bought over by the ruling party right now.
How do you know that they have not been bought over? How do you know they don't have moles in there?
No.
Which party is that?
From the fact that people like Rufai and Amechi, they have come out to tell Nigerians what happened in 2023. They cannot go back to say that they have declared enemy ground. They can't go back there. So they have told us the truth. So let's rally around them as repentant sinners who now want us to lead us to the promised land. So I'm asking Nigerians to rally around ADC. Let us rally around them and support them. All the support that we can mobilize. So that by 2027 there can be something different. Because if we have to PDP, there's no way there anymore. All these guys talking about, all of them have been bought over by APC. So there's no road there for people. Let people remain. But Labour Party, not even taking attempt to vote.
Okay, your line is actually breaking, but I think we get your gist. But Mr. Lawal Kundai, what if, right, since the PDP has decided to zone to the south, what if they pick a southeastern candidate? Not necessarily Peter Obi. But the southeastern candidate is not to help him to win, but to undercut Peter. So, for example, the southeasterners will be like, okay, PDP decided to give the presidential candidate to someone from the southeast who is not a Peter Obi. You may even have some persons from other regions show their solidarity to this person, but the idea is not necessarily for the person to win. It's just to divide the support base of Peter Obi. What do you think of that strategy?
That's why I told you that in war there are no rules.
Okay.
The only thing is to win.
Okay.
So everybody must understand the strategy of the others. You must predict. Okay. Good evening, sir.
So my name is Odinaka.
Odinaka, welcome.
Good evening. So my take is that my take is, you see all the things that happen in Nigeria here. You know about all this terrorism. Because the day he went to Katsina and bring in Buhari, to be a Nigeria president. It's that day that they made plan. They made plan that if Buhari, when Buhari finished his term, he will take over. That's why he came back in the dock. So Tinubu has said Nigeria to foreigner. You see all these things that happen. Tinubu knows everything. He knows everything. So, and they have come here to stay. These foreigners have come here to stay. The best thing is tell Nigeria to tell Tinubu to know what to do about these people. If not, Nigeria will be like a Turkey. Nigeria will be like Turkey. So they will kill everybody finish. Please, let me tell you, when you are hearing Nigeria is for Muslims. That's why they say Muslim ticket.
Now for now. 08036929933. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Hi, is this Shola?
Yes, Shola.
All right, Shola, welcome. Please go ahead.
Good evening. I think Mr. Peter.
Good evening, sir.
Well done, sir.
Yeah,
See, Esther, you know what? I just finished the Bible study. I went to drop my family. Did you mention about so that means I'm just joining into the program. Did you mention about your president's speech in Brazil?
Yes.
Mention about it.
Yes, I
when he said there's no more corruption.
Yes, that was what the first.
Do you know that since I heard that thing, that is what has been bothering my mind since. As in, what is going on? My question is that man? Which Nigeria is he talking about? Is there another Nigeria?
Our Nigeria. That's what he said.
Hey. In fact, see, that is just what I want to talk about because I don't understand what is going on in this country.
I also want to verify that Serap sued the president 167 billion project fraud in MDAs within his administration just this year. The monies were given for contracts to be executed, no execution. That is endemic corruption within his administration, and that the president hasn't said anything about it. But the president told us in Brazil that Nigeria is corrupt free because of his policies activated. So I want
that is what I mind. You and people, and we are all just looking. It seems we bewitched in this country. I don't know. Something is wrong. But Esther, Mr. Kundayo,
Yeah,
Please
boss.
let everybody come together. Something is wrong. This is not normal. Please. That's what, no, this is not a laughing matter. Something is wrong with us in this country. That's just what I want to say. Please.
All right, sure.
God bless you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. 08036929933. We always tell you that when you call, you either turn off your radio or you step away from where you're listening to us from. The feedback is really not impressive. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is Prince. I call it better.
Oh, yes, sir. How is the weather today?
Better is okay.
All right, sir. Go ahead, sir.
We are doing our road and just watch it for the side.
Okay. All right.
right.
Okay. Hello? Oh, yes, I don't. The connection, we've lost you there. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good
Chooks
evening.
calling from Aja.
Chooks from Aja, welcome. Chooks, please go ahead.
Make an impression. When people call, sometimes we begin on the line, calling, and they are listening whether they will be on. And immediately they are on, sometimes that feedback will come before they reach for their radio to off it or switch it down. Might be within some time. Just give us little time. It's not easy getting you. You are bride now, bride of APC.
Hey, now wow. All right, Chooks, go ahead.
Mr. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You know, I won't lament about this country.
Okay.
I won't lie. My siblings and a lot of my people are outside there.
Okay.
And I just decided that I won't join them.
Okay.
This country must be okay. So, because the trajectory is not looking good. It's scary. I won't lie. Are you talking of the what Mr. Kundayo said? The health, the feeding, the security. I have children that are going for NYSC now. My heart is in my mouth before they reach. I won't lie you. Between here and when you are talking of justifying this regime with Buhari regime, it's like justifying moon and sun. I won't lie you. Because I can give you something. This, if you reach in a report now, second Niger Bridge, there was an accident. We can mention it. Lagos to Ibadan, Express Road. Since my children have started school, they stop even entering motor. They are entering a train from Lagos here to Ibadan before you go to other places where they are doing administration, other than on the water. Water leading us to where? Leading us to where? Which villages? My sister, scary. It is very, very scary. I don't know what to say again. My child was in the hospital throughout last year. I know what I went through. Public hospital. So my brother, my sister, we have to get something done very fast. Be declare. Atiku declare. Or somebody from the moon that is sinless, let him declare. So that if you have your PVC, you don't have a candidate, like Makinde was saying. Makinde said, we must have a political party. PDP is not a party yet. He said we must have a party first. We don't have a party where we are going to follow any one of them. That is my complaint.
All right.
Good evening.
Good evening. Well, just like Chooks from Aja said, you can prefer solutions actually to some of these myriads of challenges that we're currently experiencing, and we would like to hear from you. What is it that needs to be done now that these people do not know? maybe somehow they can just do something, because I don't understand.
Esther.
You know, when things when you just tire one kind tire.
Are you reading novel? Or you are watching
No, I am saying that
drama.
You can prefer.
So this one we've been talking. See, do you know how long I've been in this radio and TV?
Chuk said that he doesn't want to lament anymore. Some people say that what we do here is cry, and lament. So in the lamentation, I said this year it should not be a book of lamentation. Unfortunately, I found myself in a quagmire where all the time we are lamenting. We seem to be lamenting every day,
Esther,
and we are not seeing any succor.
Let me tell you
in
something.
any means.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. They say kí adití lè gbọ́ràn.
Ta ló ní?
No, she máa ń sọ fún wa máa fi ro ọmọ ẹ̀ létí. That means for a deaf person to hear, you be telling the child, you be speaking it into the ears of the child, because the child is one that knows how to speak to the.
Wait, for a deaf person to hear, you'll be speaking the ears of the child.
You'll be talking to the child, yes.
So the child,
so that because the child knows how to talk to the deaf mother, yes.
In what way would the child talk to the deaf mother?
Is it not? Are they not together? Are they not? Is it not? So the same thing. Yes. Now we are talking to the followers. We are talking to the electorate. We are talking to the voters. We are talking to Nigerians. You get it? It's Nigerians we are talking to. We are talking to Nigerians. We are talking to voters. We are talking to followers. That this thing is solvable. And these are the solutions. These are the problems. The problem is man-made. The problem is a problem that we generated by ourselves, and it's something we can easily solve by ourselves when we are ready to solve this problem. So we are talking to ourselves. We are talking to ourselves. Why are we telling people to go and get their voters card? Why are we pleading with them, preaching to them? Why are we telling them that how we got to this level, and we are telling them the solution? This is a man-made problem. It's a problem that is put there by the leaders, and we are the one who vote the leaders into power, and we are the one who can decide the next leader to take us to another level. So we are talking to Nigerians, to the electorate, and we are talking to ourselves that because a slave has no honor, has nothing in his master's house.
Okay.
But we are not slaves. We are Nigerians, and we co-own this country.
Very true. All right, 08036929933. All right. Hello, welcome. What's your name? Hello, sir. Oma.
Hello.
Yes, welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
I'm Chooks. Speaking from Sango.
Another Chooks. Chooks from Sango. Chooks, how is Sango this evening?
Hello. Is that our Is it our evening rush?
Yes, this is Evening Rush, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Chooks, welcome. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
First caller.
Wow, where's my bell? Thank you so much. Welcome.
All this number of months and years, I have been trying, nowhere work.
Sorry, Chooks. Maybe no
Today, I'm very happy.
Thank you.
I want to greet Mr. Kundaya.
Good evening, sir.
See what I see. We were feeling that ADC will rescue Nigeria. But I can see that they have failed us. Why? How can Atiku win alone if he continues to pursue his mandate? How can Obi win onto his own party alone? How can they win individually? Win this sitting government, everyone, on single party? It can't work. We were feeling that by now they would have considered the ADC, and they will be talking of what do we do to INEC, what do we do to judiciary, what do we do to, every these army people that the present government will use and then not allow people to vote. What do we do, to the Aburus that will not allow people to vote? Now, who has bought all these all these governors in put over. All these governors, their mandate is declare your state. Make sure your state win. Either by any means, win your state. And that is what it means. We have failed. If we have failed, then let us support this government to let it go, because I don't see any headway by these parties on their... Are you hearing me?
We are listening, sir.
I don't see these parties on their own winning Tinubu, who has everything on it to stay there. And this everybody is talking of it will be on Labour Party alone. I think on ADC, any other person on PDP. How can they win this man? In fact, the ADC they have disappointed Nigeria, and they will make Nigerians not to vote, because if you vote, you can't. What do we do to judicial? What do we do to INEC? What do we do to Aburus? What do we do to soldier? What do we do to army? These are the people that will make it Tinubu to win. And these people have never considered themselves and begin to talk about what they do. And everybody is working on their own. I'm disappointed. Thank you. God bless you people.
Thank you for calling. So I'll take a few messages and I'll come back to the call. So please, a lot of you calling, please, I beg you, be patient. So let's balance this, okay? Chidi from Ushodi says, the Peter Obi case is a complex one because there is no ideal party to join. There are hyenas in PDP. There are vultures in APC. Also, there are venomous snakes in the new coalition. May God help him. Good evening, Mr. Ekunda and Esther Shakanade from Alabaru. So no corruption for Nigeria again, or what's a big light to the world? Good evening, Esther and Ekunda. My name is Emmanuel Hope Discovery. What President Tinubu just said in Brazil concerning corruption shows he's not actually getting viable information over those in his government that are heavily corrupt. Maybe he thinks the Brazilian president doesn't have time to check the true statistics of how this government has been mismanaging the economy of Nigeria. Well, they know what is happening in Nigeria, but they won't add anything to help Nigerians come out of this epileptic economic policy. What the president of Brazil has just done is to take advantage of the porous management of this government to better their own economy, the same way Chinese are taking advantage of bad governance in Nigeria. To me, I do not see anything good in signing any bilateral agreement with Brazil. All right, Senator from Isolo says, Tinubu is playing with Nigerians. How dare him go to Brazil and say that things are better? Things are skyrocketing every day. Insecurity, looting. The man doesn't know what he's doing. Please, Nigerians should leave Peter Obi alone to think and decide where and what to do. All right, Senator. After they will say 4 years is not enough, and yet Mr. President Tinubu of Nigeria has eradicated corruption in 2 years. They will be the first to throw the stone they can't keep up with. All I will advise Peter Obi is to stay attentive to God in this moment. Any wrong move and he's nailed. Good evening, beautiful woman, and our highly esteemed Mr. Lawal Ulu from Egbeda. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, Esther. Read my message, Esther. This argument that people are arguing in the studio is simple. Now we will be exporting Indian hemp to Brazil, and the business we know pass be that now. You did say from Ogun State. EDC, what do you mean? Who is we? I know join you. I know they there. I know join you export anything. Too. Good evening, Esther. I heard you yesterday that you are tired while reading out messages. Frankly, I understand it's not an easy job you're doing over there. But okay, sorry, Chama and we do different shifts. So Chama can't be here. So, and I didn't say I was tired. I was just saying that the messages are voluminous. There's so many. So if I can't take your messages, it's not personal. And I take the messages at random. Good evening, Esther. And I start from those who sent messages earlier, like I start from the beginning. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal. This man is lying. There is corruption everywhere. With what Barrister Darlington gave us 1 or 2 samples of where to look into. There is big corruption in pensioners' due. Today, President approved pensioners' due. Tomorrow, we'll hear another story. Where is the money hanging? Is there approved document to pay pensioners still on his table or with the Senate President, while they approve at will for themselves? My sister, Mr. Lawal, this is painful. What is more than this, if not corruption? Father Ajibodu from Alagbadu. Where is the money approved for the pensioners since last year? That is 32,000 naira and other dues. Okay. Good evening, Esther and Comrade Ekundai. Presently, APC has choked Nigeria. We find it difficult to even see one meal to eat or drug on high side. Insulin injection, that one to buy is now 6,500 naira, is now 17,500. Yet APC keep on deceiving us. Is it Ade from Lagos or where? Ade, trust me, God should help all of those who have one ailment or the other that they need drugs to continue to survive, like diabetic patients, high blood pressure patients, asthmatic patients. I don't know how you guys are coping, or even those who are going through what do you call that thing? Those who are coming out from cancer treatment. So, there are some drugs you have to take after going through cancer treatment, your recovery. Those who are in the cancer recovery process after the entire process of the God.
Let me tell you something. Ordinary malaria kills people. People even die. You don't even know what to kill them. Yesterday, you say, I saw this man yesterday now. It was just that's how we saw him.
Any Nigerian right now, if you have good health, I beg you with God's name. I beg, no do anyhow. No do anyhow. Unless you get money, no do anyhow. Good evening, VOP. Comparing Buhari's regime and Tinubu is like comparing light and darkness. Though both darknesses, but Tinubu's regime is hell. And Akon from Bagada. Mr. Lawa, I said I was okay 1 minute, and another minute I saw myself at the hospital over something that I don't even know how to describe it. I ate banana. And the banana was ripe. It was good. How many did I take? Just 2.
They call it ojukokoro.
No, just 2 in the morning. They say take fruit in the morning. I took 2. Mr. Lawa, I don't know what was in that banana. I don't know if it is carb. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes.
I landed at the hospital.
Stomach pain?
I couldn't walk. I said the next, I don't know how I left, hey God,
could be those,
how I left my house.
Yeah, those
I saw myself. The only thing I would say is the hospital emergency. Oh my God. The emergency was a private hospital. It's not a government hospital. And it was expensive. But the health, the service, the emergency was perfect. It was beautiful. I walked into that hospital at 11 a.m., literally not knowing where I was. I don't even know if I was conscious. At 7 p.m., I was home and up and about. Since that day, Mr. Lawa, I know they chop banana. Even if they tell me say it good and no green, the phobia I have for banana, I don't eat. Hey God, Mr. Lawa, if you have health, just thank God.
See, Nigeria eats almost anything now. Anything. See, when I was small, I only know about 3 types of rice. But now we have how many types? Do you know how many types we have? Do you know how many types? Different types of food. We just go for the cheapest. That's what Nigerians are doing now. We just go for the cheapest. Why? We don't go for quality anymore. When it comes to drug, they will tell you the quality one that we are sure of is this one is the one. This one, this one is cheaper. It's a new product. You simply go for that one because you know you cannot afford the one that is the original, the quality one. That's the way we live.
It's sad. Hello. Oh. They said I should give more time. Hello, good evening. How are you?
How you doing? How are you?
I do. Good evening.
Mr. Kunda, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Joe from Bariga, right?
That's right.
All right, Joe. Biko, go ahead.
Esther.
Sir?
You repeated some voice, which is those people being maimed in Kwara State.
Yes.
And we're not taking it serious. What is the problem? What is the problem? We don't have the police, the tax forces in Kwara State. Because I think about 2 or 3 months now, thereabout, we have been having that problem there. This what they call them, the attackers, they will come and attack, kill people and go. So don't we have police people in the Kwara State again? What is actually happening in Nigeria? What is happening in Nigeria, Mr. President? You are not seeing all these things. You are not reading. You are not seeing.
All right.
Listen, what is happening?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. Sorry, Joe. Are you okay? Biko, are you okay? Joe.
Sorry.
Joe. Hey. Joe, please tell me that you're okay. All right? Hello, good evening.
That's serious.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel calling from Amodafi.
Emmanuel, please go ahead.
Mr. Kunda, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Esther.
Sir?
This thing happening in Kwara State is terrible, honestly. Just imagine you yourself in your village Just imagine everybody in your village are nowhere to be found. You can't even go to your village anymore. It's really, really crazy. I can't even imagine it at all. And this is the number one thing the Nigerian government ought to be doing to protect the life and property of the citizens.
Exactly.
It's really terrible. I'm feeling. I don't even know how I'm feeling now. It's crazy. And he went to Brazil and he was telling them that there's no more corruption in Nigeria. Well, people over there, they know the truth already. They know.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay. Thank you very much. I love you guys.
Thank you so much. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, ma. Welcome, ma.
My name is Bobby from Ango.
All right.
It's true because it happened to me 2023 when I want to vote. That did not vote. And now you, Choma and you are saying, go and register, go and register. If I go to collect my details, they are just shouting, go and register, go and register. When they see your name that you are so from this side, they will not give you. They will not give you. They did it to me. This one is what they did it to me. It's with them. I don't know how to use English name. Are you hearing me?
Well, we can hear you, ma.
I would have used English name, but I used my native. They don't refuse to give me. Do you understand?
Okay.
So the force is just weakening me. But the people are shouting now, go and register, go and register. So they are doing it, and you will see what happens. Now, before December, you see that if they see so person name, they will not give again. They will start saying that there's no network.
Are they doing tribalism for PVC?
I'm from the West. They did it to me. Because they begin to select people. This one is not somebody I will vote for us. And then,
all right, thank you very. Please, INEC, you encouraged us so that we should come and register. You encouraged us to come and collect PVC. Now they complain say about 360,000 uncollected PVCs. INEC, you cannot be nepotistic in giving people their PVC. Government has paid you money for this exercise. Why would you be nepotistic in giving people their PVC? Please, what is all this? Hey. 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Daniel from Dokwemu.
Mr. Daniel from Dokwemu, please go ahead, sir.
Esther.
Sir?
Listen, this is my own view about this issue.
Which of the issues, sir?
One, both Bola Ahmed, all these people that you are calling, all of them, who can guarantee that they be alive by 2025? Secondly, don't see Obi as the Messiah for this country.
Okay.
That's point two.
Okay.
The man from Kaduna, the man from the former secretary to the federal government, that they are not judged, that they are not speaking, saying that this is what they do. Where are they when they?
What he just said, Mr. Lawal just said, is very right. I even went to pick my PVC because of the name I'm bearing. They refused to give me my PVC when I registered.
Wahala dear.
So that's just what I want to contribute. Thank you.
Hey, wahala dear, Mr. Lawal. Hey, okay. We are going to call them out this time. We will call them out. They can't continue like this. Good evening, Esther Nekundaya. Nigeria did not get this bad until Buhari entered power in 2015. 8 wasted years of inflation, insecurity, economic disaster, corruption, looting, turning the people to beggars and amalgering in the midst of plenty, and also imposing a tax master that has continued in his legacy and has done 10 times worse. It's like putting an Agbero in a vote of central bank. It will loot it aground. All sectors have been been corrupted, compromised, and put in a dead state. Now it's all about imposing yourself in 2027 election like Pharaoh, even though you haven't done anything but to tax and loot and live your luxurious lifestyle. That is why we are in this nightmare. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country, Lake from Lagos. Esther, but why are we deceiving ourselves in this country? I remember Kwara has one of the biggest military barracks there, yet nothing is done. And I saw a post that says nothing is happening in Kwara, that it's last week who is fooling who. I pity this country. Charles from Iba. Okay, Charles, well done. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Akunda. Now Tinubu is totally disappointed to Nigeria. I don't understand how. What is the? I'm not surprised. Good evening, Esther. Now Tinubu is totally disappointed to Nigeria. Okay, I don't understand your message. Kindly resend your message, okay? So I can comprehend what you intend to say. Good evening, Esther and Mr. Ekundaya. To be candid with you, Nigerians are not ready to remove APC from power. I can bet it. Tinubu will rule Nigeria for 8 years. Nigerians should prepare for the worst. Emeka from Okoko Michael. Ade from Lagos. For about a week now, it's only once I eat in a day. The situation where we are right now. Ade, it is well. It is so well. Esther, Mr. Kundara, good evening. My own help comes from you picking up my calls during this show. How you have to start doing it is what you have to figure out, because it's on serious government. My name is Joval. Joval, 08036929933. The WhatsApp sometimes may not come through, so try the normal line, Joval. It's not personal, okay? You see, I just read your message now, and I start from the beginning. So those who sent messages earlier have to read their messages. So he says secret. It's a secret. Yeah, it's a secret. Okay. The person said I should not say any. Replace my glasses. Good evening to you all, and remain blessed. Grandma Maggie. Grandma Maggie. Good evening, Esther Wachkwane Kundai. Ima from Shasha Akunwojo. APC-led government is indeed a total failure. They have turned Nigeria upside down in all ramifications. Even a reverend father in the part as a governor could not make a difference. Blatant lies everywhere. Peter Obi is a headway out of this mess we found ourselves into. Okay. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Kundai. Yes, it seems like someone might be backing. Okay. I'm not going to read this. Okay. The same thing. Okay. Yesterday, I watched Matawali speaking at the African Chief of Defense Staff. I became disturbed. A man who was dining and giving chieftaincy titles to terrorists and father during his governorship period. Joe from Bariga. AJ from Agboro City, Ogun State. Esther Lawal Ekundai, thank you so much for enlightening Nigerians. Obasanjo submitted a bill for a third-term agenda. It was rejected, which you said that it was not a crime. If I may ask, can these yes men, current assembly members, or your mandate withstand? Can any of them have the courage to stop Tinubu if he seeks for a third-term agenda? The answer is certainly no. These heartless assembly members are ready to follow the president to the grave. I don't think Tinubu will try that. Not with the Northerners. I don't think.
I like what you said. You don't think.
I don't think he will try that. So I don't think he wants to push his luck. These Northerners are waiting.
He said anything is hovering. Sign.
These Northerners are hovering like this. Then go, hey, they don't go grill. Good evening, VP and good people of Nigeria. Ikenna from Ikorodu. I discovered something. If you go for your PVC, if the name is Igbo name, you will not get it that day. How did I find out? We went to pick our PVC. The 4 guys and ladies said it's not available. When another tribe man from some parts of the country with their cloth wrap up on their head, these guys started opening the drawers. To our surprise, PVC was given to them. It's an internal plan to stop some people not to vote, also to reduce the power of some regions. The people doing this is the same people who will tell you they have population than other regions without proper verification. God save Nigeria. Please, where was this, Ikenna? All right, was it at Ikorodu? Because Mr. Lawal, who is from the southwest, confirmed that he was denied being given his PVC. Esther, good evening. I hope your Bible even read Bible too, and that's why they gave the name Esther. What was her role in her time? Israel was on the verge of being totally eliminated from the planet Earth, but said, if I perish, so be it for the sake of my people. Can our government in power, APC on board, led by the president, come to save Nigerians entrusted in their hands? Patrick from Ushudi. All right. Good evening, Esther and the guest. You heard the man from Kwara, how he lamented. Esther, you don't read. The insecurity in Nigeria has taken center stage. Nigerian government can't do anything to salvage this problem. If they try, it will expose a whole lot. OC from Isachi. Okay, greetings to you, as Mr. Kundai. One of the obvious problems we're having in this country is the ignorance of men, especially amongst the political elites who can virtually do anything to stay in power, including motivating and sponsoring the killing of the innocent and poor Nigerians. They should remember that all of us will give the account of our stewardship, and moreover, we did not bring anything here, and therefore we will not be permitted to take anything going home for accountability. God is watching. Stay blessed. My name is Amoyeze Peter Chibuzo. Okay. Anyone saying Obi should go to APGA further shows how some Nigerians really need mental evaluation. Honestly, some things I hear disgust me as they're not worth discussing. As for Peter Obi and the obedient recent comments on Obi and PDP further shows how highly confused they are. The confusion of not knowing what party to settle in, and it will be the height of cluelessness for him to crawl back to the PDP. It's like an antelope leaving the lion's den, crawling back at the invitation to meet some hyenas. I'm tempted to ask if he really thinks properly. Anyways, I wish him good luck. Jonathan, maybe he would step down for him since the ADC wouldn't tolerate their ridiculous sense of entitlement. Again, it's irresponsible and myopic to compare Buhari's government to Tinubu. How ridiculous does it even sound, comparing one incompetence over another? If Buhari had continued, what would have been the difference from someone who continued from where he stopped? This is from Tay. Good evening, Esther and Lawa Ekundai. Where is ACF when Buhari is issued visa on arrival to criminals for easy landing in Nigeria? Lawal Oladapo from Amuwa Odofi. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Ekundai. INEC is an agent of APC. My wife has registered for PVC 3 times now, but INEC refused to give her. She has told me that she will not bother herself anymore. As for the question Esther asks, Mr. Ekundai, about PDP fielding its southeastern candidate, if they like, let them field Soludo. Obi will beat him in Anambra. PDP is not looking for any candidate because they have a candidate already in Wiki. KC from Ijesha. All right, KC, thank you so much. Esther, I disagree with Ekunda that security officials are not serious. It's all sabotage. The government knows what they are doing. The wars and insecurity going on is to their benefit and helps to keep them in office. A country where such things are going on and the government in office is busy talking about increasing their salary, looking for their own comfort at the expense of the lives and comfort of their subject. Confused and heartless leaders. Truth be told. Shasha. Good evening, Esther. And PDP is a problem of their own by allowing Wiki and some few people who are loyal to him to destroy one of the biggest party in Africa because they are afraid to expel him from the party for working against his own house. If PDP continues allowing Wiki and his men with their anti-party, there will be nothing like PDP in the next 10 years. They should expel him. Heaven will not fall. From Iwoha Ikechukwu. Esther, good evening, Mr. Kundaya. Good evening, sir. You are quite on point, sir. Buhari failed in everything, but it is true that Tinubu is failing more. The other ugly side of Tinubu is frivolous spending on political officials without minding the masses. Honestly, I've never seen a reckless spending government like this. The wife, the son, the daughter are all competing in spending our hard-earned taxpayers' money. I don't understand this government killing opposition, doing all sorts of strange things. Sarah Fadin Ajao. All right, good evening, Esther and gentlemen in the studio. The fact is that President Tinubu's economy is illiterate and has refused to learn from the old man like former President Obasanjo for the betterment of our country's economy. Where are we going, Esther? Akini from Akpakpa, Ajegunle. Sister Esther and erudite analyst in the studio, Mr. Ekundaya, good evening. From the look of things, APC and Wiki have perfected strategies to prevent Mr. Peter Obi from participating in the next presidential election. Now, Wiki and his men have set up confusion in Labour Party, the very party they fear most, using Aburi, Apapa, and their allies. They made PDP a no-go area with the presence of Wiki. It is salient to note that the feud between Wiki and Makinde is not true. It is stage planned. They set up the drama to prevent Peter Obi from coming back to PDP. Wait and see. Close the election proper. Makinde and Wiki will unite forces to support APC. My advice for Peter Obi, the best Nigerians' choice for next president, should either support AGC or join a fresh party. Most Nigerians are with Peter Obi. Egege from Agege. Esther, good evening. How are you doing today? Please, Esther, water don't pass Gary. This Nigeria has taught us another thing. If President don't care, let those under him know what is going on in Nigeria. The killing is too much. People are suffering, begging for food in the street. Chai. Ugwefi White Norsu Ayutoro. Good evening, Esther. I suggest you should try and get retired Captain Blade to discuss security in Nigeria. He's a grandmaster in this area. Things are really getting out of hand. Nigeria has almost been enveloped by all sorts of criminals. This is from Nick. Esther, this Ekundaya English, now one chance. Wait, I'm coming. Wait first. Let me tell you something. At the end, okay. David from Ushudi, well done. Thank you very much. At least you understand what he's saying. Esther, let's leave the PDP ticket for Wiki, who feels he's a political strategist. He prides himself like every other person in PDP, nothing without him, a god without a kingdom. Wiki punctured and the hunter will become the hunted. Mr. Gundara, I greet you, my man. Sati from Orisumbare. Esther, good evening, and the gentleman. In my opinion, any claim that Nigeria is free from corruption is premature as long as our institutions remain weak and susceptible to individual influence. Progress will be elusive. When one person's power outweighs that of our institutions, we'll continue to take one step forward and 3 steps backward. I will plead with Obi to work with Atiku for a better result come 2027. Amal from Ogun State. Good evening, Esther. My take is that Peter Obi should stay with Labour Party and contest with it again or join the ADC. He should not go back to PDP or ABGA. They will jeopardize his efforts. Silva from Idimu. Good evening, Esther. Just a week ago, the Obedient Movement celebrated a Canadian court pronouncement of APC and PDP as terrorist groups. Now that PDP has zoned its presidential ticket to the south, some Obedients are urging Peter Obi to return to PDP and pick the ticket. It is safe to say that Obedients are anywhere Bella-faced, and this shows inordinate desperation on their part. If Obi returns to PDP, he's telling us that he and his Obedient supporters are terrorists. Olumba. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Akunda. Anybody telling Obi to join ABGA does not know the obvious. As it stands now, Soludo is leader of ABGA. He has never hidden his dislike for Obi, so Obi should not go to ABGA. If God wanted to rule Nigeria, he would direct him on what to do. Chris from Ojo. Esther, ABGA is the original party. Obi is a national candidate, so ABGA is a no-no. Atiku is Tinubu's friend and will last minute give his followers to Tinubu. Shorara is also Tinubu's agent, so the whole thing is a written movie. The only thing that can help Obi is independent candidacy, which is not in the constitution or is not even in the INEC Act. Obi going to PDP or Labour Party now is a trap. Let us campaign for electoral reform to get independent candidacy and reliable INEC. That's the only way to get back our masses' apathy towards the whole thing. Chidu from Ogun State. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
This is Larry.
Larry from where?
From Igondo.
From Ikorodu?
Igondo.
Igondo. All right, go ahead, Larry.
Please, as much as I could enjoy your program, you are just playing your normal catastrophe.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you because there's feedback at the end. 08036929933. All right, that's the number to call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, Akondaro.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Obina, calling from Ejibo.
All right, Obina, please go ahead.
Tinubu go to Brazil and say there is no corruption in Nigeria. It's corruption free. No terrorists. Everybody is eating very well. Throwing food on the road. That is good. But the international community, did he think that they are not reading our papers? They are hearing our news. Those journalists that are asking that type of question just want to make mockery of Tinubu, making mockery of Nigeria, demarketing Nigeria. After now, they will say other people are demarketing Nigeria. Everything happening in this country, they are hearing it. How about 210 trillion? How does it miss? Are they looking? They are still looking for it, like 500 naira putting in the pocket that they don't know how breeze take it away. They are trying. Everything happening in this country, they are hearing it. International community are hearing it. You can just tell a blind man that there is no salt in the no oil in the soup. You can't tell him that there is no salt in the soup. That's all.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I'll take one more call so we can wrap up. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, I greet you.
Welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
Yes, Akunda. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Romeo. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Your name is what?
Romeo.
Romeo. Romeo
Yes.
from where?
I'm calling from Ojo.
All right, Romeo, please quickly go ahead.
Extra. Since I've been listening to this thing, I've not been myself.
No vex.
Just because we are going into a dispute. Everybody knows for sure that we are dying and nobody is complaining. Is there any tool that this man is using If you meet him face to face, if you're talking bad of him, you start talking good of him. If there is any juju this man is using, God will destroy that juju. Because I can't trust it. He's not it. Is he going to tell me that there is river or there is water in the battery? Everybody knows there is water in the battery. He's not the person to tell us that there is water in the battery. 210 trillion is missing. How much is Nigeria owing? That money can settle the money Nigeria is owing, and there will be a lot of change remaining. And he went out every day. He goes to Planting, goes to St. Lucia, going to do what? Where there is cartels of drugs. That is where he goes every day.
He's marketing Nigeria now. He's the chief marketer of the nation.
The issue is, it's only God that will help us. For me, P2P to join ADC. Let me not go to PDP. I'll go to, who is Africa? How many states is Africa controlling? Only Anambra State. Let him join the coalition and contest. The only problem I have with the coalition is that Atiku don't want to step down for him. I didn't think Atiku will step down for him. I tell you, before 12 o'clock of that day of election, that after all, this man will evacuate that place. And that's just the truth.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, okay? So we've come to a round off. Mr. Lawal Kundaya, what's your final take? So we'll round off.
My final take is that this country belongs to all of us.
Yes, indeed, it does.
We are all co-owners, 50-50, across board. So if we elect some people to manage the resources, they are supposed to be our servants. They are supposed to be working for us. So if we feel they are not working for us, it is our duty to call back our mandate.
The NBA are currently on a conference. We're expecting them to call out the ills being mentioned in the judiciary. The judiciary is no longer blind in terms of objectively giving out justice. Also, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said it is now worrisome that political influence is actually what adjudicates decisions from our judiciary, from our courts, and is a terrible thing for our democracy. It's a massive decline in our democracy. Okay, so what would you say about our judiciary? Sometimes they give ambiguous judgments. Sometimes they're not steadfast.
They give conflicting judgments.
Very conflicting judgments. The same thing happened in Rivers. They were literally used by political elites to create serious confusion in Rivers. At some point, no one even knew what to believe or understand anymore. The same thing too with Nnamdi Kanu's case. The same thing too with a lot of other political cases or supposedly high-profile cases. And it's a worrisome development. How do we function in a society where there is a red question mark on our judiciary? There's also a major red and black question mark on an institution that determines the future of Nigerians. I'm talking about INEC.
In fact, it's terrible. It's terrible. Even the judiciary, everybody is in the pocket of just the executive. They control everything, and they will say we are practicing democracy. I don't know where we got our own. Maybe it's totally different. It's not good for us. It's not.
Mr. Lawal, somebody says, Moses Ogbaga from Ijigbo says, I have spent more than 15,000 naira on transport to collect my PVC since 2011. Until now, I have not connected it. Whenever I get there, they will look at my face and ask me my name, and they will tell me, go and come back.
That's what they say. You see queue, they will tell you, go and come back. Now, if INEC have all that PVC, why not publish it?
Somebody
so that they can come and collect it. Publish it in the newspaper now.
Oshodi Solo refused to give out PVCs to those with Igbo names for real. Wahala. This is serious. Yes.
And you are telling us you have a PVCs. The question is, why can't you publish the names?
God.
Publish their names so that people will know that it is published in the newspaper that my PVC is in so local government. And so when you get there, they have no choice other than to give, because they are already been indicted from the newspaper. But they are not publishing it, and you just tell us that people did not come to their collect.
Mr. Ogbonna, I didn't see your call and not pick it. There are several calls here. Next time, if you call on that WhatsApp, I don't suggest you call WhatsApp. I suggest you send messages. Call the normal line. All right, we've wrapped up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the conversation this evening. INEC, please don't be nepotistic in giving people their PVCs. It is their rights. You can't tell us that they're collected PVCs and persons are not part of the process. You're encouraging us to register. When it's time to collect PVCs, you determine who collects and who doesn't collect. What is that? Are you not an independent institution? I'm calling you out, INEC. This is insane. Please don't do this. It's enough. The problem is too much. It's too much. Don't even be an instrument. And to our leaders, from the local government to the councillors at the ward levels, at the community levels, to the ministers and the governors, please, I beg you in the name of God, if you have a conscience, I beg, make una consider Nigerians. I beg una, be cool. I beg. All right, good evening. Have yourself an amazing evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.